Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Another mech deck in Hearthstone. The last thing we need right now. Fair enough, but I do think this one offers at least a little bit of a different spin because it's a no-pogo mech rogue.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
That's right. This list comes from Hypester, a player I'm not super familiar with, but has a lot of like top 50, top 25, top 10 legend decks attributed to their name. And this one, in fact, being played at top 50 legend as well. And of course, it runs the neutral mech package that a lot of different decks are utilizing right now, but it does so in Rogue, a class that we don't typically see that in, and it offers some pretty cool, really high power complementary pieces. You've got just tons of raw burst damage via the Eviscerate, Leroy Jenkins stuff that Rogue always utilizes. You've got Myra's Unstable Element to refill your hand for, clutch last moment saves. You've got Evil Miscreants in there for just an additional tempo set of cards, Edwin Van Cleef for some home runs, and Sea Giants in there as well. Partly, I think, because mechs are good at running these token style boards, but also just as threats against other decks that are getting out there quickly, giving this thing a way to just play very consistently on curve, very aggressively, with cards like Wisps in the deck to empower some of your early combos and your Edwins for those just like instant win sort of turns, which means you can beat all kinds of things with this deck. You're not necessarily targeting anything in particular. You just have favorable matchups against a lot of the field, and anything that goes too slow, you're just going to absolutely run over and demolish. Now, that said, we can talk about this deck all day, but I think what we really need to do is just see it in action, and I've played a couple games with it to showcase just what it's all about, so let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. I feel like this mech opener is really not as good as traditional rogue openers. It seems like we're not really doing much. Burn the Warlocks Reno and then they left. Nice no Sam, dude. Have you played the Murloc Shaman this season? No, we played a lot right when the expansion came out, but no, not lately. Do you still play WoW? No. I don't. Your stream schedule's still for May. I figured. Yeah, I'll fix it. I really haven't had time since I got married, or the week I got married, I haven't had time to do anything. I haven't had time to do jack squat. Would you play Classic, though? Yeah, I'm going to try Classic. Let's see how it goes. I don't think it's going to be a content creation thing for me, but I may just have some fun with it for a little while. If you hate combos, why not use Zihi? She is OP. I don't really hate combos necessarily. I don't think there's really any combo decks in the meta right now, are there? I don't really think there's any strict combo decks. I mean, there are some cards that Zihi answers well, like, Zul'jin kind of things, but I think that's about it. What are you thinking of specifically, Abadisa? I think Zihi's probably fine right now. I don't disagree with you there. This seems like a bad mech hunter. I agree, JP. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good so far, does it? I feel you, man. It does not seem great right now. We're gonna play a mech hunter right now, though, so let's see. Let's see which feels better. Okay, Snip Zap on 5 looks good. It's a really nice board. If he doesn't have some kind of Spider Bomb answer to this, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. What's the best craft when you're new at the game? As far as decks, probably right now, I'd say you can get a really good mech token druid. That's insane. Let's get both of these a death rattle just to hedge our bet a little here. Mech token druid right now is crazy good on a budget. Really, really good deck. Why does the deck run Wisps? I think for Edwin activations and cheap combos, so you can play your miscreants on 3 and stuff. We've seen this before as an Edwin tech, but in this deck, I think it seems weird to me still. I don't know. Maybe Sea Giant activations too are nice. You can discount your Sea Giant. Normally when you play a minion, it just kind of keeps your Sea Giant equal, but this actually discounts it. So I can see a couple reasons for it. Thank God we went for the split there. That's going to help a little bit, I think. We're going to have 4 minions on board, it looks like maybe. 3 minions on board. I need 7 damage. I don't have any magnetic stuff right now, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. I think we need to equip a weapon, though, too. Make sure the weapon damage repeating keeps coming. I'll ignore that 3-1 for now. He has mechs anyway, so it's not like magnetics are getting different. If he does go for the, whatchamacallit, dude, missile launcher, he's got to take a weird trade into the Harvest Golem, and there'll still be a 1-1 up after the Mecharoo, so I still retain a little bit of damage on board. Okay, looks like he is going to play a missile launcher here. Oh, no, actually, he can trade into both. No, I'm wrong. He can clear the board with missile launcher. He can play it on this and trade. I'm wrong. I lied. But he also damages himself here, right? So he's going to kill himself in just a couple turns at this rate, which might give me enough time to win. Let's see what Myra's has in store for us. Certainly Eviscerate right now is lethal. Let's play the Wisps first, even though they die, just to get more card options. Eviscerate for lethal. There it is. Cool.
Here we go.
Nice. Myra's is so insanely good, right? Have you played the Zale decks yet? I honestly haven't, no. Is this your first day testing this deck? Yeah, first, like, second game, maybe third game? I don't know. We haven't played much. How was your time off? It was good, dude. It's good. I had fun. I missed streaming a lot. I hate leaving the stream for so long. Like, it really stresses me out. But, yeah, I enjoyed my time, though, man. I didn't have a bad time or anything. That's for sure. I enjoyed myself. So, yeah, worth it, man. Good trip. Z-Beast, oh my god! 7-month tier 3 sub. Madman sub in the chat. Oh my god. That's craziness, dude. Thank you, Z-Beast. Wonder if this hand we go for a non-mech package, right? I wonder. What did you do besides romancing Trump? Okay, so we got there. We just kind of hung out with the family the first day. Second day, we went out to like a dinner, like a kind of like a wedding reception dinner sort of thing. Like 20, 30 people. We had like just 8, you know, whatever. Oh, this next turn, see, like this is what we do. Had a nice dinner, like there was like karaoke. Apparently her Filipino family loves karaoke and sings a lot. And my sister-in-law's boyfriend, who she lives with, like whose house we were staying at, like they have a house together, proposed to her at the party. So that was a big deal, like a big celebration. So they're getting married. And that wrapped it up for that evening. And then the next day we did like a barbecue, and like people were like a lot of people went shooting, like shooting guns, and like just hanging out with the horses and playing some like cornhole or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? That seems like such a fake name. I can't believe that's a real name. But kind of an outdoorsy day, and then had a barbecue at night, like a lot of like barbecue food and stuff. And then it was really good. Tons of food. Cornhole is a very true thing. Yeah, I know. It just sounds so made up and fake. And then the next day is when I went to hang out with Trump for lunch. I met Trump for lunch. I drove over to meet him for lunch at some barbecue place. And the rest of the family went to San Antonio to do like the river walk stuff and see the Alamo. Man, stop hitting Edwin. Like, stop. Edwin can die now. That thing has just sniped Edwin. Oh my god! It only targets Edwin! Why didn't you ping there? I would have pinged there and saved this. I don't think that was worth it, unless he has a lot more spells, maybe, but I guess he wanted to snipe the 1-1, but I think I would have, I don't know, I think I would have just taken the ping there and saved my mana, maybe. Yeah, not a great turn for me here. This Magic Dart Frog has done a surprising amount of work, but my opponent is almost out of cards, which is nice. You and Trump are friends? Well, we've become friends, I think, in the last few months. I've hung out with him twice now at Blizzard events. I hung out with him at the summit that I went to in March before the rotation and expansion and stuff, and then I hung out with him again at the showdown in Dalaran, where I triumphed over his team, winning a grand prize of $5,000. But yeah, we've spent like 4 days together now, like just hanging out, doing stuff. So yeah, we've become I mean, I thought we were acquaintances, but honestly, after this last time, I would say friends. Yeah, I feel like we had a really good time just hanging out and chatting, and I would call Trump a friend, certainly. Leave it up to him if it's mutual, but yeah, we had a good time. I thought he seemed to enjoy it too. Did you go to Franklin's? No, not Franklin's, man. It's too long to wait. You can't go to Franklin's. We went to Rudy's. I think it's close to Trump's house. Are Target Debbie still in rotation? No, they're not. They would be cool to have, though. I agree with you. I climbed from 5 to 2 with the Murloc spell deck you recommended on your YouTube video last week. It is a fun, fast deck. Nice. That's good to hear. I'm glad the video was helping out. Can you tell him that you didn't need to build a wall anymore? He gets enough Trump confusion
nice
anyway,
to
I think.
See you again, Regis.
Trump lives in
I
Texas?
hope that life
Yeah.
has been treating you well.
I don't know exactly where, but somewhere in Texas. Somewhere around there. Alright, yeah, Snip Snap seems good here. Okay. I think we always split, right? Just keep things uncommitted here, right? A lot of board presence, even after death rattles. We're looking good, man. Leroy in hand. I like this. I like this scenario. Witchy Lackey looking good on the miscreant. Another magnetic play. Yeah, this deck seems okay now. Does seem worse than just Mech Hunter, but we'll see. But Tomboy Taro, dude, 12-month resub legendary badge. Looking freaking good, dude. Thank you so much, man. Big time subs today. JP Wildcat dropping 7 months as well. ZB's had that big 7-month sub. Blue Zombie Blood, hello. How's it going? How's it going? Rudy's is good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. Yeah, frankly, it wasn't like way better than barbecue here or anything. We're kind of a barbecue town too, to be honest. So it wasn't like blowing my mind or anything. But yeah, it was solid. It's good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked it. Where is Shamanistical right now?
Here we go.
Shamanistical, where are you at, man? Where are you at, dude? Shamanistical, where are you? Do you see what's happening right now? Totem Cruncher's on the board right now. How do you play this deck? We're still learning ourselves, but yeah, it's pretty much a smork deck. Like, you want to get an early board and pressure a lot. Go tall. Magnetize. Magnetize. Oh, Blue Zombie Blood, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. Making fun of my stream title, I see. I read it the other way around. Rudy's is chain good, not top notch. Texas good. You got to talk to Trump about that. It was his pick, but it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience. It was a all around good time. I don't mean to sound dismissive or judgmental. I liked it. It was a good meal. Just it wasn't like blowing my mind good, which just seems to be what you're reflecting too. Like it's not a blow your mind good kind of place. The fiance's been to Franklin's and Salt Lick both, and seems to like those a lot. I know. I have not been to either, so. But frankly, I feel like I've said the word frankly 17 times in the last few minutes. I'm gonna stop saying that word. Maybe I got Franklin's on the head and I keep saying frankly. But we had the barbecue we ate at home. My sister-in-law's now fiance is from Memphis and used to do like competitive cooking, like barbecuing. And he made some killer ribs and stuff. Like, just nailed the cook on the Filipino food too. Like he fried the lumpia. It was delicious. Like, just nailed it, man. So pretty much everything was just awesome. All weekend I ate tons of good food. Bought some really, really insane whatchamacallit, how much damage do we have here? A lot. 5, 11, 19. Yeah, I don't know. Enough. Cool. Mrs. Lethal. Who Mrs. Lethal? We didn't miss Lethal. Our board was frozen. If I had an Edmund, I'd keep these, but we don't know what we have. Your one true love is the game. Aren't you married? No, she understands. She knows her place. She knows Hearthstone's #1. She's a distant number 2. And you know, she's happy with that. She's accepted it. She's here. She's here. She's here. She's hearing everything I say right now. If she disagreed, she'd probably yell. She'd say, "Hey!" I can watch you play till I can. There you go. That's a good strategy, right? That's a good strategy. Bill, don't let her get away with this. No, I'll be punished for this later. She's standing right next to me. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some bodies out here. I think the Sea Giant's pretty valuable. Soon. Bill, say hi. Yeah, she won't say hi. She's shy. You can probably hear her. Can you hear her? She's like doing something with a trash bag right now. Glad you have a good relationship with your wife and you can joke around. Mine enjoys the sass too. Yeah, we're super sassy. She's sassier than me. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how we are. I've always felt like, and this may not be true for every couple, but I've seen a lot of couples I've seen who are not in a good spot are like unwilling to like joke about anything with each other. Like, you know, if they're lack confidence in the relationship, like they never want to make jokes about it, like their relationship, right? They're always kind of fiercely trying to like defend their relationship instead. That can be a warning sign. Again, it's not always, depends on the couple, but that can be a bad thing. Like if they're unwilling to make any sort of jokes at each other's expense, like it's walking on eggshells kind of thing, right?
Sassing your wife. She is doing something with a trash bag. This is a bad combo.
You guys, you're right, Par. You guys are gonna see a trash bag just come over my head real soon, and I'm gonna be pulled off stream, and it's gonna be like, oh my god, what happened to Regis? What happened to Regis? What's in the box? Merciless, dude. Thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back, Merciless. Appreciate that. I got the scheme, eh? Crazy stuff, dude. Crazy stuff. Could have gone wider to set up a Sea Giant sooner, but with Leroy Eviscerate and Myra's in hand, like, kind of thinking about maxing damage output right now. We'll see what we need to do. What's next? A Mech Mage? I don't know if you can make a Mech Mage right now in Standard. I guess you kind of could. I don't know why you would do it, because Mage doesn't have any mechs in Standard that are worth anything, right? There's no Goblin Blast Mage or Snow Chugga that make it valuable, but maybe just having burst damage over the top like fireballs would almost be reason enough to do it, right? Perhaps you don't really need additional mechs. Maybe you just need damage. That could make sense. I know a couple like that. She low-key gave him an ultimatum to propose. Wedding is in a month. Ooh. That's not usually a good thing. Maybe if he just needed a push, it could be fine, but that's scary. Usually you want to get married to somebody because they made you. Not usually the right strategy. It can work out, but that's pretty scary. How was Trump? Trump is awesome, dude. Trump is like my favorite person in Hearthstone. He's so cool, dude. Very nice, very chill, dude. All around good dude, you can just tell. Super helpful and friendly and talkative and just great in every facet, I think. Great in every way. Very, very cool. We got along great. We have very similar kind of perspectives and outlooks on life and like content creation and all kinds of stuff. So we mesh really, really well. Every time one of us would say something, the other one would be like, "Yes, exactly." You know, one of those kind of things. Like, perfect. Yes, you understand. You get it. So it just felt like every sentence I was like, "Oh my god, that's me. That's exactly how I feel." And of course, we have very similar. We're like the same age, and we have similar like backgrounds as nerds, and we played all the same games, and you know, we're both content creators, so we have similar approaches to like work and like so many aspects of life, right? It was really, really cool. So we were talking about World of Warcraft, and you may have seen this on his Twitter if you follow him. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, it's crazy. He used to play World of Warcraft with Brian Kibler. He and Kibler played WoW together, which is just they didn't know until recently. that they were in a guild and played WoW together back in the day. Like, back in the day, they were in a guild and played World of Warcraft together. And neither of them knew until now. Like, I forget what it was, but they talked about it or something. And, like, they didn't know each other at the time. That they were both, like, card game dudes. Like, he knew who Brian Kibler was, but he didn't know that character was Brian Kibler. Because Trump was, like, a card game fan or something, apparently. And they recently found out they were in a guild together in World of Warcraft and played together. Like, that is so insane. That they both ended up being, you know, Hearthstone legends and stuff. Like, really, really crazy. I think Mech Mage with Explodinator and Token Sea Giants and Conjurer's Calling is the key to Mech Mage. That's a neat idea, man. I kind of want to try to make that right now, actually. You've sort of talked me into wanting to do that. We were 1 damage off lethal, and now it's like he's healing a ton. How close am I now? I don't have board space now, so it doesn't matter how close I am. That's annoying, isn't it? Ugh. I'm gonna end up losing this game, aren't I?
Here we go.
Gonna end up losing this game. Like, I don't know. I have 4 damage on board off these bombs. I have a lot of magnetic stuff eventually, although I can't play any of it right now. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Eviscerate would be lethal off of the Myras, but that's not guaranteed. I'm definitely gonna lose the game! Oh my god, the healing is crazy. I was 1 off, man. 1 damage off. How much am I off now? 4, 10, 11. Oh my god. I'm 3 off again right now. A second time. It's tough. Alright, I think we gotta kill that because it can come back and stuff, and that's too scary. I don't want to commit to Myra's just yet, right? Like, we have a good play anyway. We had a board. Like, as soon as we don't have anything to do, I might Myra's. Like, if I top deck a Wisp or something, right? I'll probably Myra's. But for now, I don't think it's worth it. You still got to answer this board. Any kind of AoE does damage to him, which is good. Like, maybe even keep a mech up, too, which is nice for magnetic plays. We'll see. Would you look at that? Not only did Regis sleep in a bunk bed with Ant, but he's also Trump's twin. Regis's loves. Number 1, Hearthstone. Number 2, Trump. Number 3, not even close to the first 2, Bill. That's right. That's right. Was Kibler trying to psychoanalyze boss fights? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. He didn't like talk about their experience together so much. It's just the fact that they had one, which is the remarkable part. I started to play Wild with your Snip Snap Wild Hunter a few days ago, and I'm already ranked 12. Nice, dude. I'm glad to hear it's working out. Oh, wow. That's a good play, man. All 3 of these getting killed on their death rattles. Wow. He is maybe going to leave up the 6-2, though, which I think actually maybe killing the 6-2 could have been a better play here. He's almost dead. I have 13. I think we're going to Myra's here for sure. I don't know if I Leroy first or not, though. Do we Leroy first? I don't think we Leroy first, do we? Because we don't actually have lethal yet. It gives me 1 extra card, but I think having the Leroy in hand is worth more than the extra card. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
I'm out of cards.
Could make a really big Edwin here. You know, I think I will, actually. I think I will. I want to do this because I need board space, right? This is going to take me to... No, I don't need it. It's okay. Never mind. But I do need health, potentially. It's okay. It's just a 1/1. I don't know how big his dude could be. There is potentially some logic to killing this Wrath of Air totem. If it somehow was a breakpoint on a second Haggathis scheme that would do like 11 and it now does 12, right? But I do also just have like 11 damage in hand. Maybe I should have just went face with that to put him at 11 for that breakpoint. I don't know. We'll be fine, I think. We should be fine. Hey, why is he solo? I didn't even hear those bits come through, man. Wow, 100 bits. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. It's awfully nice of you. Got a lot of bits dropped already today. Thank you, guys. Pyro with 2,600. No Sam dropped a K. Tingus dropped 400. Lots of 200s and 100s. Filling up the leaderboard real quick this week. Thank you, guys. Hey, Executive Suit, how's it going, man? Rip Shaman Scum. That's funny. Oh, it died. Okay, but he left up a 12-12, so we should be an easy win here with Leroy, right? Yeah, that's out of damage. Enough. Certainly enough. Certainly enough. Oh, I accidentally overkilled the max amount. I was just kind of just attacking there. Whoops. Whoopsie. I don't even know if he needed Leroy. He had replicating menace, too. There you go. That was the Hypester Rogue. I did leave off a couple games here where things took a little while to get moving, but I think in 5 games we played with this deck, we won 3. Clearly an incredibly small sample size, but it's capable of winning. If you've got some rogue quests and you have a ton of mechs laying around, I can imagine this deck being incredibly easy for you to craft. A lot of these cards are great cards anyway if you're committing to Arcane Dust for them, so it's not like it's going to backfire or be an expensive test for you. Just throw it in there, run some quests, see how it works on ladder in your particular pocket meta, and hopefully you'll win some games. It's certainly capable of doing exactly that if you like this style of play. That said, if you have any feedback, thoughts on this deck, feel free to share them here. I didn't make it, but I'm always curious to hear intelligent insights that you guys can provide out there. That said, thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, game on.